What more can I get her to do?
Oh no, just it's an uncomfortable situation with Erica in the kitchen with me. Like I said, she basically tried to get me fired the other day, and like I said, I didn't even get an apology. Like, hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Well, I haven't, just kind of keep this quiet. I've already got protocols that I need to go through and follow, but I'm trying to wait till Joel gets back because this isn't something. Anytime you are going to have a sensitive conversation, especially with a member of management, in my experience, especially with a female, anytime you're having a sensitive conversation, there's got to be a witness present.
Right.
But it's got to be somebody at least at that level or higher.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm not looking to get her fired.
No, but still, but just between me and you, I mean, because you deserve the right to hear it coming from all angles.
Right.
If there's ever anything buzzing around about the rumor mill about any employees texting back and forth, it's always something that we take seriously.
Oh, absolutely.
But
no, like I told Joel, I'm not upset with either of you guys. I understand you have protocols to follow.
But I take it a little bit less seriously when they're not fucking minors.
Right.
Everybody involved here is grown fucking adults.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've already talked to everybody else involved, and I'm not getting the impression that anybody was uncomfortable with anything.
Right. Well,
so I'm still trying to figure out how it went from point A to point B.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Okay, from talking with Serena, apparently what happened was her and Autumn were talking, from what she told me, and Erica was eavesdropping. Okay, and I had told Serena that this was going to, just keep it away from Erica, because every time, she gets wind of something, because like one day, me and Joel and Kayla were talking, and I said, well, hey, you want to go out to dinner? So I gave her my phone number, which I knew she wasn't going out to dinner with me. She's very pretty, and I know she's got a boyfriend, but I just did it because Chris was eavesdropping. I seen her looking our way. The next day, Erica come in being a raving bitch. So I'm assuming that it went from Chris's ears to Erica's.
And who's Chris?
She was the girl that I guess used to be a manager here. She was working with Erica in Mayfield and then came back here with her. And Erica just recently fired her.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming, because I know Chris was babysitting Erica's kids, it went, like I said, it went from Chris's ears to Erica's, from her mouth to Erica's ears. So, but the whole thing is, I think there's more at foot going on, because just like Serena was very upset with Erica, but today they seem to be all chum and buddy. And I'm like, that's kind of strange for somebody that was very upset, and now you guys are like acting like best friends, So I'm wondering if there's not more going on than what I think is going on.
Well, if there is, I haven't.
Well, see, I found out though. Serena used to work at the bowling alley in Garrison for Aaron King. I used to work at Cal's Restaurant. Aaron King and his mother own Cal's Restaurant. Aaron manages the bowling alley. I had a lot of problems coming.
Can hear us.
But I had a lot of problems coming from that bowling alley when I recognized
Aaron King was a good kid that owned the house.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but what I'm thinking is, like, I had a lot of problems coming from that bowling alley, people that go there and stuff like that. And it's just odd to me that she would be upset one day and then best friends the next. Well, so, like, it's just odd.
What she may have going on with her past, that we can only guess.
Right. Well, I'm just wondering.
But I also know that trying to figure out the relationship between two women, you would drive yourself nuts trying to figure that shit out.
No, I'm not even trying to figure that out. I'm just, like I said, here's the thing.
But it's just that women can be at each other's throats one minute and best friends the fucking next.
Right. Well, that's just like, this sounds odd, but I honestly believe it. People are intentionally putting people up to things, like Patricia. I was saying, Patricia, she's laying on my lap. Do you think you could ever love me? Next thing I know, she's this raving mad woman shooting drugs up in her arms with needles. I found 10 needles. Her name was Patricia Eccles. She worked here last spring. Okay, but I ended up finding 10 needles underneath my passenger seat. Do you know how much trouble that would have gotten me in?
A bunch.
Yeah. And, like, I felt like, because the day she come in for her interview, she was just staring at me with this shit-eating grin on her face. Like, I felt like somebody sent her here to try to get close to me so that she could do something of that nature to get me in trouble. Because this has been ongoing for a long time.
You know anything about her past or where she came from or where she lived before?
All I know is she was from Alabama, I can't think of the name of the town, but I know she was from Alabama. She was staying in Kent. And I know I've watched a lot of these guys. Like, I've had some strange stuff going on when I worked at Ohio. but I've watched a lot of these guys come through and wind up on my rear end when I leave here, and they always go in the direction of Kent. To me, that's odd. Like, why are you flying up on the ass end of my vehicle, and then you're going in the direction of Kent, Ohio? Like I said, there was an issue. We had a guy, after I flipped the roll of my Cavalier and started working for Aaron King and his mother. I am walking wearing a ski mask, my Punisher ski mask, because it was wintertime and I'm walking. So anyways, impossible happened. About a week after that, somebody kicks in the door, glass door, wearing a purge movie. Now, the officer of that town says, oh, it's just a coincidence. It's a coincidence. I've been telling you this stuff has been going on to me, stalking me, messing with my vehicles for all this time. Then after I'm walking wearing a mask, somebody, nobody's ever busted in there. You know what I mean? They kick in the door wearing a mask. Give me a break. That is no coincidence. You know? And, well, apparently this gentleman is supposedly from Kent.
And what are your ties to Kent other than people?
Yeah, I used to live there in like 2009, 2010 with my son, his mother. I moved out of there after we split up. 2 months after we split up.
She's still living there?
No, she lives, as far as I'm aware, in Ravenna.
That's still too close to Kent.
Right. Well, I know her.
That's like Streetsboro and Aurora. That's too
like
close.
when I was dating Anxiety. Okay? She's telling everybody I'm spreading rumors, telling lies about her owing me money. I just took a whole bunch of screenshots from every text message we ever had saying, can I borrow this much? Can I borrow that much? I'm going to pay you back. Blah, blah, blah. I sent them all to Nia, the one girl that was the manager here. You know, I say, here, send these to Serena and everyone. You know, because she's going around telling everybody I'm lying. I'm not lying. I can prove it. You borrowed money. You owe me.
What the hell is her beat?
Well,
why is she resurfacing her ugly head?
Again,
I can't say ugly head.
She lives in Kent, not too far from where Patricia Eccles lives. And in that general vicinity is where my son's mother's mom's ex-husband and her little brother live.
Yeah, and you've mentioned him several times in the past.
And like I said, every which way around.
There's a common denominator. It seems like he's it.
Absolutely, because I'm going to tell you now, every which way I turn, it's my son's mother, her husband, and their family. And there's no way all this is coincidental. It's not going to keep coming up again and again and again and again unless they have something to do with it. Yeah.
You're right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that eventually they would learn if they've got better things to do with their life.
Well, they're trying to keep me from my son, you know. Because honestly, I'm thinking to myself, what reason would anyone have to continuously do this?
Yeah.
And the only thing I can come up with is my son and
They're
my
using,
daughter.
They're using that your kids as a political football.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
All right, just get into it. Yeah, I will do my due diligence.
All right, I appreciate it.
But you know, keep me apprised of what's here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next class needs.
All right, I have to remake that cloning because apparently it was clean. Guys, Breeze on burning, we get down. We down, burn on breeze. Down, up, down. Get up there, and now we are walking. Pretzels at tray 5. And here's what Carl McLean hot dog. Good. Now, I got some or just bigger cup, makes it better. You know, I always sort that thing, but they didn't want to go for heavy, you want a large, they do it. Something like that. But I'm still trying to think of something. My tray 7's up at tray 5. Oh. Don't burn on the grill. Shadow, not driving.